Hello, everybody, and welcome to another MyMusic. Now, when I started this project about 4.5 years ago now, I promised that not only would I get on some of the artists that have been around forever and have had fantastic careers and been multi-platinum and all of those, and we've had those people on, but I also promised that I'd get people that are right at the start of their journey as well. And today's guest, Cassandra, is one of those. Thanks for
Hiya.
joining me.
Thank you very
So
much for having me.
that's an absolute pleasure. And we might even get to meet her dog as well.
Yeah.
So if you're a dog lover, stay tuned for that. We will be back as soon as Analog Trash have been in to tell us all about this.
Keep on, don't stop. Keep on, don't stop. Keep on, don't stop.
Thank you for joining me, Cassandra. This is one of the exciting things about doing this show is that actually already over those few years that I've been doing it, is that some of the people that I've interviewed, when I interviewed them, were just getting going and whatever, and then you see them like on stage at major festivals, starting to headline big festivals and big gigs and whatever as well, and you think that's brilliant. This is where it's all going, and
Yeah.
catch people early on in their journey. So when did the journey start for you? When did you first start making music?
So originally I've been singing forever, but I started writing songs sort of in my teenage years, and I never put them out. I never shared them with anybody. So really, I've only just started this journey like late last year. I'd say around September, October time.
What was the big motivator? What kind of
So I saw an advertisement for, I don't know if you've heard of Primal Live in Liverpool. I saw an advertisement to play a charity gig, and I thought to myself, well, I've never really been on stage since school. So I wanted to see if I could give myself that big push to see if I really enjoyed music as a career, which is why I decided to enter it. And I decided to sing original songs as well so that people could hear my voice and just get a taste of what people would think of me, type of thing.
Yeah, and there's a clip of that, isn't there, on your Instagram?
There is, yeah.
Yeah, so people can go and check that out. And it's quite an emotive song. One of the ones that you sung there was quite an emotive song about a boy in school that didn't fancy you. What was going on there? What a load of
Um,
rubbish.
so basically, yeah, so we were in the same sort of friend group, and I quite liked him at the time, but he sort of gave me the wrong signals, and I maybe got the wrong message, or he gave me the wrong message. It was one of them, that unfortunately just didn't work out.
Well, now listen, boys, if you're watching, in future, just say it clearer. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe write it on a piece of cardboard and put it out. Friend, or a bit more than friends.
Yeah.
Be a bit more obvious.
Yeah.
How do you write?
So I play guitar. I didn't play it on the occasion just because I just found it easier to have a backing track. But usually I start playing chords on my guitar, and then I sort of figure out a pattern as I go along. If that makes sense, that's sort of how it starts off.
Yeah, no, it does, absolutely. And
Yeah.
also on your Instagram, you've been singing some other people's songs, haven't you?
Yeah, I have been, yeah.
Yeah, which is a way that people get their music out and about these days. Is I guess because people are going to see those songs and think, oh, I know that song. Da, 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 I like that version of it, or whatever. How do you go about picking which songs you're going to cover?
So usually if it's an artist I like, I'll try it. So for example, I like Olivia Rodrigo a lot. A lot of people say that I sound like her, so I'll try and do a couple of covers of her. But if I find a song that I feel doesn't exactly match my voice, like usually turn it down to acoustic because acoustic seems to suit my vocals better. So take Espresso for example by Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah,
Her vibe is very like pop, very lively. and I feel like sometimes my voice doesn't suit that. So I then found an acoustic version on YouTube and I sang a cover to that, and I felt that that suited my voice better than the original song did.
Yeah. No, no,
So
totally
yeah,
get that. Totally get that. I heard your version of that, and
yeah.
there's there's an element in which I kind of feel like you want to head somewhere towards sort of soul, neo soul in part of your pop sensibility as well. Does that make sense to you?
Um, kind of, yeah. I mean, I'm still trying to find my niche really as a new artist. Like, I'm writing songs and stuff, just trying to figure out where I sort of belong. At the moment, I'm more labeled towards pop, but I feel like as I start to grow, I'll sort of slowly figure out where I belong.
Yeah. No, absolutely. What is it that you want to say to the world?
I just want people to relate. I like to write stories in my songs. My biggest inspiration at the moment is a man called Alec Benjamin. And I don't know if you've heard any of his music, but he sort of story tells. You can pick any topic and he'll tell a story through his music. And that's exactly how I want to be with my songs.
And I've got to ask you, what's the hardest thing about doing all of this?
Um, To be honest, sometimes it's just trying to find a pattern. Like with guitar, obviously you're so limited in chords and stuff. I mean, my guitar abilities aren't the best, so I am quite limited in terms of like chords and stuff. And then I've tried to move to like songwriting apps and stuff, and has been helpful, but then there's the opposite problem where you've got too many things going on and you just don't know where to start.
Yeah. Well, you only need three chords,
Yeah.
right, to write a song. Well, I mean, some people have done it with two, but
Yeah.
three chords will give you a song. Is
Yeah.
an obvious next step for you to try and find sort of producers or whatever that you want to work with, or is that
Um, Definitely an opportunity, yeah. So the song that I sang on Primal Live, I got that produced shortly after, and then I released it sort of early January time, and I really enjoyed that process. So I would love to do it again for one of my other songs.
right? Okay, so you're thinking about finding a producer, whatever. What sort of things would you be looking for, sort of tonality wise, or in terms of the sort of things that are out there at the moment that are kind of catching your ear?
To be honest, I'm not really sure what I'm looking for. I mean, not the artist, the producer that I worked with in London, she did an amazing job. I sort of told her what I wanted in the song. But sometimes as well, I hear some of my songs back and I think I've got no idea how I want to transform this. So what I'll do is I'll have a little stalk on an Instagram page or whatever, like profile they've got, and just sort of listen to what they've produced to see if they sort of match my vibe and see if we get along.
It's it sounds like you're really, really at the sort of early part of the process for you.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do in order to keep this going at the right sort of pace for you? Are you focused on the songwriting very much at the moment? Are you trying to produce better and better songs at the moment, or what are you trying to do to move to the next level?
So at the moment I am trying to, because like I say, I've had songs written since I was 16, 17. So I've got quite a lot of drafts on my phone, or like old recordings and stuff of when I was a teenager. So I'm just trying to see if I can get some of those produced, and hopefully that will help me out as well, in the long run.
Get them off your phone and onto a
Yeah.
computer as well.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
It's great advice. The amount of people that have lost songs over the years, especially now it moves to
Oh,
technology. Yeah, I know exactly
yeah.
that. It's always worth thinking about, trying to find a way of getting them off so that you never lose them.
Yeah.
If you think about yourself 5 years down the line from now, where would you want to be?
I would like to be a supporting artist for a bigger artist, if that makes sense. Because realistically, unless I don't know, like it could happen, but realistically, you're not gonna wake up over and become like someone overnight. You know what I mean? So I think it's best to just take those little sort of like little steps, grow a fan base, and then eventually play for someone else, because that way you're getting your music out there, but you're also performing to another audience. So I think
Yeah.
that's the best way to go.
What's the best thing about playing live?
Um, to be honest, like I say, I've literally only done it a couple of times
Yeah,
since, but I do enjoy um the way that people can relate. So that song that I sang at Primal Live, people seem to really like resonate with me on that one. And people came up to me at the end of the show and was like, "Oh, I've had similar experiences too." And it's nice to connect with people on that sort of level when they know what you're going through, or even if they can just feel it through the song. It's nice to hear that people can pick up on those feelings that I put in that song.
yeah. Were you comfortable up there on the stage? Do you feel like you've found your stage personality yet, or do you need to
I
sort
think
of step
I
into
need
that?
more practice, definitely. Because that was the first performance since high school, like GCSEs. So it's been a while. And when I got on that stage, I remember thinking, I don't know if I can do this. Like it got really scary for me at one point. But then I just sort of went with it and introduced myself. And then once I started singing, it felt better as it went on. But it was terrifying at first, yeah.
Cool. Well, it's always nerve wracking. I think everybody gets nervous, but it's about owning it, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, and yeah, that comes with time. It's like all of these things, it's like doing this. It comes with practice, etc.
Yeah.
How much time at the moment are you able to d- designate to doing your music?
To be honest, quite a lot at the moment. I've not been working a lot, so it's given me a lot of time to focus on music and writing, um, and just sort of play around with my old songs, see if I can change them or if I want to get it produced or not.
Yeah. Do you know what would help you the most at the moment?
Um, Not at the moment. No, I'm just me and my guitar at the moment, really.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
think it would help you if, for example, maybe you could find some kind of mentor, or you could find somebody that could, like, as I say, come alongside you, and maybe even for just a day or whatever, and sort of give them give you some of their knowledge about, how they go about writing. And do you think you could it would help you, for example, to learn from other people about their writing techniques, so that could, like, spark different ideas?
Yeah, I definitely think that would be a good thing. I've seen like workshops and stuff where people go and they just sort of talk about how they write songs and stuff. I've not been to one, but they're always advertising on my pages and stuff. And I think, oh, maybe I could, maybe it would work, especially on the because songwriting, I think I'm quite confident with. It's the stage presence that I know I lack, and I know it comes with practice, but it would be nice to hear from other people how they prepared to be on stage.
Oh, well, what I hope for you is that once this goes out, maybe some other people might club round you and get in touch. In fact, what I will do as well is I'll invite you into the MyMusic community, where we've got lots of other musicians who have already been on, and then you can have a conversation with them about whatever you want to have a conversation with them about, and hopefully that will help you get to the next step, because this is what this is all about, is helping
Yeah, definitely.
people get along the line. In terms of your songwriting, is there anything sort of genre wise, or in terms of style, where you would never go?
Um, I'm not sure. I don't think so, no. I like to write about experiences quite a lot. That's my main thing. And I think everything comes with an experience. So it's definitely up there. Even if it's not from me, even if I'm witnessing someone else go through something, it's a topic to write about.
Yeah. Have you? What's next for you on Instagram? Have you got any more covers coming up?
I'm gonna try and record some later, I think, definitely. But I'm also performing in London as well. I don't know if you've seen that, but I've been invited to perform down in London, and I'm gonna be showcasing 3 original songs. So yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Fantastic. Where is it that you're playing in London? Do tell people.
Um, it's at the Star King, I think is what it's called, proper central London. And it's by an organization called Breaking Sound, and that's what they do. They sort of discover artists through Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. And then they reached out to me privately asking if I would be able to go to the event. And obviously there'll be other cool musicians there too that are also sort of in my sort of in my sort of stage. So it'll be nice to be able to network a bit as well, because there might be some people there that are obviously more experienced than me too. So it'll be nice to speak to people after the event and get some advice and all that kind of stuff.
It will be good. I think the
Yeah.
more you do this, the you know, the more you'll feel comfortable and the more you'll go on, which is tremendous. When did you first discover that you had a voice?
So, basically, I've been singing since I was a toddler, I think. There's a video that I'm planning on posting because my mum found an old video recorder of me singing. So I'm going to try and post that at some point too.
Wow.
But my mum is Filipino, and obviously, I don't know, like rumors, Filipinos always have like good voices and stuff. So my mum can sing, and she would always take me to these karaoke nights with her friends. And then obviously I picked up a mic, and then yeah, that was it basically. That was when they knew that I had a voice, so they included me a bit more and stuff.
Do you feel like somewhere along the lines of doing all of this as well, you would want to try and bring out more of that Filipino culture in terms of the music as well? To, in the same way like some of the other artists like Shakira over the years has sung in Spanish and whatever, that you might want to actually get out some of your
Oh,
culture
definitely.
and heritage. Yeah,
Yeah, so I have posted, I don't know if you've seen this one on my
I
Instagram
have.
as well. But yeah, I posted an original Filipino song, but translated it to English because I just think that they have the best type of love songs. And it's such a shame that people just gloss over them because they don't know the language. Like they'll listen to it and they think, oh, that's really cool. I really like the way it sounds. But a lot of people don't go and translate the song afterwards. They just sort of think, oh, that's a cool tune, and that's it. So I just thought that by translating it, people can actually hear how beautiful the lyrics and things sound. But the thing is, with me, I can't speak Tagalog, so it would be nice to be able to learn in the future to be able to incorporate that in my music as well.
That would be great.
Yeah.
What a great thing to do.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for coming on and having this little chat with me today. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I did. Now, before you leave, this is really important. How can people out there help you as of today? I presume by getting to that gig in London as much as
Yeah,
anything else.
definitely get into that gig because I'm going to be showcasing, like I say, three originals. Two of them haven't been released yet, so it's also like a chance for the public to hear sort of like a taster of what I could be putting out soon.
Cool.
So yeah.
So the key is, right, and I mentioned this to another artist the other day, is you've got to come up with a name for your fans, right?
Yeah.
And tell them how they need to dress to come,
Yeah.
and then see if we can get as many people as possible to come on the date. What do you know what the date is? What's the date of
Um, yeah, it's the 2nd of April at 7 p.m.
7 p.m., 2nd of April, and the venue is?
Bar of Kings.
Right, there you go. So you've got all of the information that you need, folks. You need to be down there. And Cassandra, if you follow her on the Instagram, will tell you or show you maybe what you need to go dress like if you're supporting her.
Yeah,
Right? It
amazing.
might be like wear a red flower or, particular wear a hat on your head or something. And then she'll know that you've gone there on that occasion to support her, and she can tell anyone that comes along that's important that evening as well. They're my fans, you see,
Yeah,
and we can get them to scream loudly for you. That would be
yeah,
great.
yeah, that would be
Uh,
great.
and hopefully off the back end of that, you'll go on to do further gigs. I wish you all the best for your
Thank you
career.
very
I hope you
much.
come
Thank you
back
for having
in
me.
a year's time, having released, a string of singles or an EP or something, and
Yeah,
you can tell us how you're getting on and where you're going from there. But who knows? As I say, we've had
yeah,
people on here. They've come on 2 years later. They're on a main stage somewhere at festivals. It can happen.
yeah.
It can absolutely happen, and we hope it happens for you. So thank you for that today,
Thank you very much.
folks. This is wonderful, Cassandra. A name to watch out for in the future. This has been My Music. This is what we do. We try and help support promote music at all levels, whether it's people starting or people that have been around for 30, 40 years. It doesn't matter. It's all about great music. And you too can help support that. Go to mymusicpodcast.com, catch up with previous episodes there, but also you can join the supporters club as well, and you can meet people like Cassandra in there and then talk to them about their music, and it's wonderful. And we can even support them financially in there as well, which is great. Helps. Every little helps, as someone said. I can't remember who now. Yeah, exactly. Or other supermarkets are available. We will be back soon with more of the same. But until next time, this has been Cassandra and I with MyMusic. Bye for now.